Aloha! This year holds special significance for the Shidler College of Business as we celebrate our 75th Diamond Anniversary. And we really appreciate all the support we've had from our alumni and friends in the various events celebrating this landmark time for the college. Some of the greatest achievements the college has accomplished, I think, involve our alumni and friends and the enormous support that we've had over the years. And this in particular happened in 2006 with Jay Shidler's initial $25 million gift. Jay, of course, has given over $230 million since then, but we've had a number of other alumni and businesses step up and support the college. Why are they supporting the college? Because one of our goals was to invest in people and programs, and the faculty endowments that have grown over time really reflect this.
April Fool's Day, keep that in mind, began my reign as the business school dean. Now, beside that, I had negotiated for a modest budget for visiting professors. These are the best of the best. So taken together, both energizing our existing faculty and putting them on a higher level, we're now in a position I felt where we had a first-class faculty. Reputations of universities and their schools, in large part, are determined by the quality of their faculty. They are, without doubt, the most important resource.
Well, I took on the deanship after Dave Heated, and I was his associate dean. Those are some of the best years. I really enjoyed working with Dave Heenan. Was just a rare treasure. He brought the vision of internationalizing the college. And so when I became dean, then it was relatively easy to step into the role because the path to internationalization had already been established. Funding was always an issue. When I was dean early on, the College of Business was a four-year college, and we had just a ton of students. Students were not able to get all the classes they needed. They weren't able to graduate in 4 years. It was just a mess. And so I talked to the chancellor about more funds, and he said, Dave, you're not going to get any more funds. Make do with what you got. So that's when I instituted that college would be a two-year college. And so then students had to get certain grade point average to come into the college. Well, what that did was it actually elevated the quality of the college, because at one time, we're all ranked in the top 25% of all students at Manoa. And so we were able to increase the quality and improve the quality of services that we provided the students.
When I came here, the college was nearly 50 years old already and had really established a firm foundation as a college of business. But I have to say that the most dramatic change and shift in the college was Mr. Shidler's donation.
Jay Shidler, of course, has had an enormous impact on the college, starting with his original $25 million gift in 2006. At one point in 2011, at our annual holiday party, I asked Jay if he'd be interested in rounding his gift up to $100 million. He took out a cocktail napkin, this cocktail napkin. He wrote down 31 on it. That's what his gifts were at the time. He wrote down 100, and he said, Vance, you better keep this napkin. So this was the $100 million gift agreement from Jay Shidler, and I did keep it.
I think one of the college's greatest achievements is obviously putting the name Shidler in front of the College of Business. I think that really solidified the business community in supporting the college even more than it had in the past. And really wanting us to continue to have that confidence in the college and donate it so that it could be even better than it is. And it's just that forward progress, and it really opened the doors for a lot more.
That changes everything. You have the funds to do what you need to do. You can bring in the right professors. You can do endowments. And more importantly, that is a long-term investment that's, again, going to help students. So I think that has been amazing. But then when you look at the output, when you look at the students coming out, you look at the companies here that are wanting to hire them, get them into management trainee or internship type positions. So I think the product is the proof that it's working.
Downtown business community really was impressed with Vance and what he's done. Vance Royaley, who's the current dean, who just took us to a whole nother level. And he came down and rustled us up and asked us to get more involved and also to give And in fact, the business school dean is named after the first Hawaiian Bank chair, so we got heavily involved, and that continued after I left as CEO.
What I really wanted to do is give students the inspiration that you can. You have to believe in yourself, you have to try, and there's no better place to try than when you're in a university. So I think that's a big reason why I wanted to give back. But I think if everybody can support, if everybody just gives what they can give, it becomes a pretty sizable amount of money. And we raised $10 million for the RISE program, which is very significant, and it's going to allow us a runway to create and build our programs so that we can be world class in 5 to 10 years. So RISE is a dormitory / program site for PACE, and what it enables is entrepreneurial and innovative students who live there. We have 374 beds, and PACE runs programs out of that space. So if you have a business idea, you come in and we'll help you run it. The chances that you can run into other students that have different areas of expertise and are studying different things are greatly enhanced. If you want to just throw students who have just a lot of ambition and passion and just mix it together, and the good ideas will rise to the top. So one of the big reasons is we really want students to get that entrepreneurial experience and learn how to think entrepreneurially.
I first heard about the project in a big way from Susan Yamada. It was then that I truly understood that this could be a change maker. And so I wanted to be involved at sort of a modest level. And the more I got into it and the more I understood what it could do for young people and for the state of Hawaii's economy, I got involved in a substantial way. And it's just that kind of a project. I mean, you know, as you've heard many times, on time, on budget, no taxpayer dollars. It's magical in every way. But here's a chance to train young people to go out and be entrepreneurs, and even students from the other colleges to come to the business college through RISE and PACE and learn about entrepreneurship, at least the way they think. You don't need to be an entrepreneur. You can be a lawyer, an accountant, an engineer, but having that additional skill set is just very powerful for our economy and for Hawaii. And that's, the more I saw, the more I wanted to be involved, and then ultimately decided to make a major commitment.
I look across the street, and as I drive up University, I see this awesome building that was built completely without taxpayer money. It's bond financed, and it's this incredible opportunity for students to be part of UH, be part of a new dormitory, be part of this groundbreaking new way of live, learn, work. And that's where I see the impact. And I thank the administration and Dean Rowley, obviously, for supporting it over the long term, because it was not easy to get everyone aligned to get that done. Well, we got it done, and so we're going to take it to the next step now.
The travel industry management program started in Hawaii in the 50s and 60s as tourism really started in Hawaii and grew quite successfully for some time. And we see around the U.S. and around the world, sometimes travel industry is part of business and sometimes it's independent. I think here where the travel and the tourism industry is so essential to our economy, it really made sense to bring the TIMS School back with Shidler. And there are many opportunities now for the TIMS students and faculty to benefit from and to share in the resources that we have here.
I think the biggest evolution of the school is when we joined Shidler College of Business. You know, that was a big part of the next evolution, from having the financial support of Jay Shidler, having the direction and administrative guidance and vision of Dean Vance Rowley, having Keith Vieira as the chair of the TIM Advisory Board, as well as the Alumni Association. All that has really helped evolve the TIM School to what it is now.
The TIM School was some of the best years of my educational journey. I made my best friends. I had professors that cared about my education beyond anything I've ever experienced, and it put me in the career that I'm extremely grateful to be in.
The strong focus of the college has always been Asia Pacific, and one of the early programs we had was Asian Field Studies. We have a huge international impact. And it took me a while to realize really how big that was. But visiting our alumni in Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, and Vietnam, it made me realize what a global impact the college really has had. When I first joined the college again in 2005, Our executive MBA program in Vietnam was not quite covering its costs, so I was kind of wondering why we're running a program there. I went over to Vietnam and then I understood this program is having a positive impact on a country. I don't know how many business schools can say something like that. And our alumni in Hong Kong and Singapore are also leaders in the business community there.
I think Shidler is unique in that, one, it's in Hawaii and it's got a great reputation. So there's a lot of programs, there's a lot of opportunities for the students, but yet we're in Hawaii's culture. The college provides a family environment, we're one big family, but yet you get a great education from a college with a great reputation.
One of the changes I've noted over the last 15 years is an increased involvement of our alumni and our donor community in what I consider the perfect way. They remember and value the education they got here, and they bring that back to us through scholarships and endowments that help the college thrive, and also through their personal attention.
After I graduated from university, I was very busy working and trying to make money. I really didn't have too much connection with the college until Dean Rowley came and see me one day, and he's the first one to ask me for money, and I gave it to him. From then on, I was very active in most of the activities, so I did have some pretty good students. You don't have to go to the mainland for a good education. You study at the Shidler College of Business, you get the same education. In fact, it's getting better nowadays.
I think the two things that Shidler does really well that I got to take advantage of, especially, were the clubs. And then the other thing I think that I know is a part of Dean Rowley's vision is the study abroad aspect. And that's such a crucial part of my experience and really molding my worldview. The support financially and even like emotionally, educationally to take the leap and study abroad. Yeah, I think study abroad and the clubs are two of the biggest successes and two of the best things that Shidler does.
I support Shidler College of Business personally because I am an alum and I want to make sure and see that the college continues to be the best that it can be and have that awesome reputation. And our contributions and support of the college is important in order to maintain the programs, provide the scholarships, and help the students and help the college and the faculty.
The benefit of the scholarship for the students is to help them be able to focus on school rather than thinking about their financial burden and what they need to do. So if you can relieve some of that pressure on the financial side, they can focus on school as well as their career.
Mentoring is very important, and to help them to understand all the advantages, all the things they can do at the college. I would encourage all the alumni to come back and help other students to learn more about their career. Very important to give back to the university because without the university, I won't be where I am right now. Make sure you give back to the university because I'm telling you, every dollar you give, you get $10 back in return in appreciation. And that's what life is, to help other people.
I really like to give back to the school because of the fact that they've done such a good job with the relationships that they've built with the students who are there currently going through the college as well as thereafter. And I'm one of those students, so I appreciate it because I feel like I'm still being supported even after I've already graduated from the school. So my connection with the college, very tight.
It gives me a lot of pleasure to look out into our community and read the newspaper in the morning or whatever it is and see all of our graduates that are doing so many wonderful things for our state. It, warms the cockles of my heart.
I never forget that the University of Hawaii and Shidler gave me the opportunity post-Shidler, had some wonderful board opportunities, did a whole bunch of other things. Never would have happened without the Shidler opportunity.
I think the future is incredibly bright. We're really well positioned right now in terms of the strength of our faculty, our students. Our undergraduate student population grew by 9% this year. Where mainland universities and business schools are struggling, the Shidler College of Business has had 3 strong years of growth. I really think we're well positioned to vault into the top 10